Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am MartineFelton, and today I'm going to be doing a collective reading for the week. So it's going to be for this week. Today's the 23rd through the 30th. Yes, that's 7 days. Okay. So before I get started, I wanted to clear the energy with little sound bowl here that I have. So we're going to start off by just clearing the energy, relaxing, um, just grounding ourselves before we start pulling cards, okay? Here goes. So we'll just let that bowl sing while I get started with the cards. So this is going to be a reading for the collective, a general reading for the collective, just to see what we have going on, the current energies. Whoa, that came out for sure. Magician and the Mirror. Magician and the Mirror. Let's get another. The Thinking Woman. I'm sorry, I don't have my glasses on today. I have my contacts on, but I haven't had them in a while. They're not as strong as my glasses, so I'm still going to be squinting a little because they're not for reading. Okay, so we have the first chakra, Archangel Michael. All right, so those are the overall energies. The Magician and the Mirror, the Thinking Woman, and Archangel Michael. All right. In the bottom of the deck, we have Rest and Rejuvenation. All right, I'm going to have to pull the book out for the Magician and the Mirror because that card is unfamiliar to me, and I've had this deck for a while. I don't think I've ever pulled out that card. All right, knowing and using your true power. This card upright represents the culmination of your personal and spiritual power. at this time. In the magician's left hand is the flame of passion and action. In the right hand is a vortex of water and the light of reflection. This highly beneficial card is telling you that you are the magician, and within your grasp are the amazing forces of earth and spirit. The water is the energy of yin, the power of spirit and clarity of thought. The flame is the energy of yang, bringing direction and creativity. Together, they give you the magnificent magic of transformation. The mirror stands besides the magician, reflecting the outer world's response to your choice to use or dismiss the true power that you have. Its silver reflection reflects the future in a mist on the horizon, ready to be magically formed. So, this card really is like in the tarot, the magician in the tarot, okay? And really, us really stepping into our truest power, using the elements, using the things that we have to manifest our lives, to create the lives that we want. The thinking woman. Okay, the thinking woman is us being um, strategic and also being highly intuitive, tapping into our gifts, tapping into our intuition. The thinking woman is like the Queen of Swords. And then we have the root chakra, Archangel Michael. The first chakra is the root chakra. And that is the chakra that holds our foundation, our foundational issues, how we grow up, how we grew up, how we deal with things, the things that are rooted within us, our limiting beliefs, the things that are embedded in us, our subconscious, our past lives, things of that nature. And I feel like these cards together are giving us a message of the collective as just really needing to dig deep, and don't be surfacey about yourself and about how you're moving and how you're doing things. Just really be your true self. We are now in Aquarius season, and with each zodiac season, the energy, we tend to take on a little bit of that zodiac's attributes, if you will. And Aquarius is an innovator. They're very kind of disconnected, but I wouldn't say in a negative way. They just are able to remove themselves from the emotional aspects of things. And I feel like us as a collective, um, we really need to get into, like I said, our truest selves, really extend that power outward, okay? Um, Strengthen our intuition, be more intentional with what we do and what we're doing, and more strategic and just working smarter and not harder, not on that hamster wheel that I feel like a lot of us have been on the past couple of years, but really deciding about what it is that we want. How do we want to extend that outward, to the universe? How do we want to show up? And really grounding ourselves in that energy. Okay. And so the bottom of the deck is rest and rejuvenation, which also tells me that a lot of us need rest. We need to be also, while we're working so hard on ourselves and going through our individual journeys, that rest and rejuvenation is also necessary at the same time. There's a time to work super hard, and then there's a time to play, and then there's a time to rest, right? So don't forget the self-care. Don't forget yourself. Don't forget to do the things that make you happy, that bring you joy, that just really light you up. All right. So we're gonna get some clarifiers to dig a little deeper into this message. Oh, the Queen of Swords, which I said is equivalent to the thinking woman, right? Being more intentional, getting to the truth. The Queen of Swords is an energy of cutting. Ooh, the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. The Queen, like I was saying, the Queen of Swords, she's about getting to the truth. She is cut to the chase type of energy, male or female. Um, and she wants answers. She's intuitive. She knows how to read the room, things like that. So she's very mental and very cerebral, air energy. And the Queen of Swords and the Five of Pentacles in reverse is that we are all like really manifesting, and it's under the Magician and the Mirror. So we are all like manifesting, like I said, setting more deliberate intentions for ourselves. And we are all really walking away from that mentality of lack, that mentality of not having enough, not being enough, not being deserving enough. Okay. So we are all deserving of manifesting the lives that we want, right? And I feel like as a collective, we are getting to that point where we're starting to really realize that and really embody that and really do the work. So we have the Fool over the Thinking Woman. Let's get another. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse with the Fool. Okay. New adventures, setting ourselves free, not putting limitations on our thoughts, not putting limitations on ourselves, really setting the bar high, dreaming big, but it's over the Thinking Woman. So this is well thought out. This is not willy-nilly energy. This is well thought out with energy. The Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Sometimes when we strategize and really think, I mean, we all need to think and plan and strategize, right? But sometimes when you do it to a point where it can be a little too much planning and strategy, where there's a lack of soul, a lack of your heart, a lack of heart in it. I can't find the right word, but that can affect your results. So while I feel like a lot of us are really determined on being successful right now and setting the intentions and being direct and, going for what we know. Don't forget to put your soul in it, okay? Don't forget to sit in the seat of your soul and really move from there as well. It's like a beautiful integration of the mind and the heart that needs to happen. Okay, once you can get to that balance of taking your thoughts, taking your ideas, and then adding your heart to it, it forms like a beautiful integration of your manifestation. And that's what we want, right? So don't forget, while you're being focused and while you're on this new journey and throwing caution to the wind and just being really intentional, don't forget to put your heart and soul into your life, okay? However, this is resonating for you. So let's clarify the first chakra, Archangel Michael. Ooh, beautiful. We have the world. The world. All right, let's get another. Another clarifier, the sun. Ah, this is beautiful energy. Yes. Okay. So we have the world and we have the sun, which talks about, us really getting to, because it's sitting on, these are over the first, the root chakra card. So I feel like if a lot of us are really digging deep, and closing out all of those old programs, all of those old ways of thinking that we were raised upon, that our parents raised us on, that our grandparents raised us on. But, we're living in a new time right now. So things have changed. So, energy is changing. Things are changing. Things are different. But a lot of us are moving forward and letting go of those limiting beliefs, letting go of those negative thoughts that we have about ourselves, and really pushing through and doing the work and becoming more self aware. All right, because that is basically the key at the end of the day is self awareness. Um, a lot of our issues, if you will, all boil down to a lack of self awareness. So when you start realizing that, hey, those thoughts that I have aren't really healthy, or that thing that I do isn't really good for me or my partner or my kids, when you start being more aware of yourself and, your good parts and your not so good parts, that is the key. And that's how you can, break generational trauma, heal, um, just, traumas from your childhood, just heal overall. So when you're self aware and then you start doing the work to heal those things that you want to heal in order to lift yourself up and make you a better person, that's key. All right. And that all starts in the root chakra. And I feel like we're a lot of us are closing out those things and really walking into the sun. The sun is joy. The sun is illumination. The sun is everything is right in your world. And I feel like as a collective, we are walking into our own personal individual suns because everybody's on a different journey. Our timelines are not the same. But as a collective, if I work on myself and I lift myself up and I do my inner work and I do all the things, then that radiates out to the people who are closest to me, right? And so their vibration is raised, and then so on and so forth. So closing out really tough, negative chapters in our lives is the first step in really elevating everyone else around you, walking into the sun. Okay, that's what I keep hearing is walking into the sun, walking into the sun. Okay. I'm going to pull a couple of surrender cards as well and see what spirit wants us to surrender. Okay. Surrender defensiveness. I hope you can see that. That's the glare. But it says surrender defensiveness. Defensiveness is a sign of weakness. To communicate in a more empowered way, stay centered, and hear someone out. Then offer a clear, non-defensive response. Okay. So surrender to defensiveness. Don't be so defensive. If you're faced with a challenge of some sort, don't be quick to jump the gun and quick into anger or quick into a harsh response. Just take a beat, take a minute, breathe, and assess. Okay, don't be so defensive. Surrender to divine timing. Surrender to divine timing. Hold on, let me get my glasses because I cannot be squinting. I'm an old lady. I gotta need my glasses. Okay. Surrender to divine timing. Sometimes divine timing may differ from your ego's timing. If a goal isn't manifesting fast enough, according to your ego, be patient and trust the universal flow. Surrender denial. Accept people and situations exactly as they are without denying the difficulties. Then you can see things clearly and make the best decisions. Okay, so let's get some more cards out here. I want to pull a self-care card for the collective and give you some self-care suggestions. Looks like I'm going to have to cut the deck. Dream journal. Dream journal. That's important. If you're a dreamer, like me, I have prophetic dreams, and sometimes I write them down, and sometimes I don't because I forget. It's important to write your dreams down. It helps you to see when you write it down. If you have a dream, it may not manifest itself, or you may not understand the meaning of it until like a week or two, months later. But if you write it down, then you can go back and see and read it. You can understand what that dream meant, where it manifested in your life, and things of that nature. So that's why it's really important to write your dreams down. Soak in a bath. Okay, soak in a bath. Take a nice, relaxing bath, and just sit and soak. Water is so healing, and a lot of us don't realize the power of water, on our bodies, and how healing and cleansing that could be. All right, so soak in a bath and dream journal, or even regularly journal, regular journal. So my last card I wanted to pull is a chakra card. And I want to ask Spirit, what chakra should we as a collective focus on? What chakra should the collective focus on this week? Oops, that was way too many. Okay. So there's 2, and I'll take those. Okay. So we have the heart chakra with inner child healing. So focusing on the heart chakra and inspiration, which I believe is the sacral. This is the sacral. Yes, sacral chakra. I had to look at the symbols in the back of the card. So the heart chakra and the sacral chakra, focusing in on our inner child, focusing in on what are the things that all of us have some sort of inner child wounds. Nobody, I don't care how you were raised, how you grew up, if you were rich and you had everything you wanted, no one had a perfect childhood. Okay, everyone has some sort of wounding, traumatic experience that they carry on into adulthood because that is the whole human experience. So focusing on the things that as a child that you wanted to heal, connect with your heart, connect with your heart space, your heart chakra, and ask yourself as that child of, if you were 10 years old, ask your 10-year-old self, get into mind of the situation that you want to heal and ask your 10-year-old self, what did you need? What did I need? What do you need to feel safe? What do you need? What did you need at that moment? How can I help you now? You know what I mean? And really sit with that in meditation, and the response will come to you. Also with the sacral chakra, creativity. Tapping into our creativity right now is very, very key. And it's not always about being a creative, being an artist, or being into music. Our creativity has a huge range. It spans differently, it manifests differently for different people. How I'm creative may not necessarily be how you are creative. So, however creativity manifests for you and shows up for you, really tap into that right now. And because when you're creative, you're happy. And when you're creative, your inner child is happy. You know what I mean? So I think these 2 cards are kind of going hand in hand right now. It's about doing that inner child's healing and using creativity as that tool, to really go in and go deep. Okay. So again, the heart chakra and the sacral chakra, focus on those chakras, guys. And so that's the reading. Those are the cards that I'm pulling for the collective this week. If anything here resonated with you, please let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Please go ahead and like the video and subscribe to my channel first and foremost. And if you'd like a personal reading with me, you can book that on my website, martinefelton.com. And yeah, so that's the reading again. And I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.